Yes,
Oh
Sirski.
my God.
Oh man. All right, we're just gonna leave it this way this time, guys. Get to be first. I 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 get to be first. Cluster's always first. It's just alphabetically correct. But what it do, Ski? Welcome back to the What the Metaverse podcast with me and my beautiful host, Jay Cluster. And we got a show for you today, as always. We'll be talking about some cool stuff. Cluster's got some cool insights on metalcore. Got to play it. Was it last night, right?
Yeah, I was playing it last night. Cool insights. Yeah, they're cool. They're maybe a little bit poignant, but it's been, they're
Huh.
my opinion. I'm allowed
Yeah,
to have them.
exactly. And that's what we're here for. We're here to give you guys honest opinions on how we feel about stuff. Um, Things we talk about, we actually either enjoy or either feel like it, you know what I mean? It might have room for some type of criticism to help for, good feedback. So that's kind of what we're here for. And to hear you guys you might have a better opinion than we do. You might be able to sway our opinion with something. So that's what this whole platform's for. We'll talk about a few other
Happens
things.
all the time.
I get swayed all the time. Jay Cluster sways me a lot on stuff, bro. And that's another reason why I like having him as a friend, because I feel like we kind of have the same mindset, but in like two different realms, right? And it kind of helps with the opening your mind to other things, right? You should always surround yourself with people who are like-minded, but also not like-minded in the same token. So, but we be talking about some more stuff like the Bruce Lee collab that happened. That's why I got on my yellow and black today.
Look at that.
Magic City and I'm at Blight City and dropping their Bruce Lee collab. I don't know why I said Magic City. That's
Magic
definitely
Eden.
Yeah, Magic
Blight
Eden.
City.
That's where it's like all right there. Yeah, the drop on Magic Eden. So yeah, and then I got a few updates on some sports stuff. Not a lot, but we'll go over that. So yeah.
This is gonna be my last What in the Metaverse podcast in this apartment.
Dang. You almost scared me for a second there. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, last episode, we're calling it. It's over.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Just drop that bomb live on
great,
screen.
Yeah, great way to tell me, bro. You could have told me this before the show started, but but nah, for sure. Honestly, what's crazy is my stuff didn't even go out. So before we get it started up all the way, let some more people stroll in here, and I'll go ahead and get this kick up and running. I forgot I switched my stream key. I had to reset my stream key and then reset it in here. So if you are in here, what's up? Welcome in. We will be getting started momentarily. Not too long.
Is What in the Metaverse live on Kick right now?
Should be. Yes, sir. Yes, it is. Yeah, I got a notification to my watch.
All right.
And it was live, so they are on. And yes, we are live on Kick. Yes, sir, Ski. And if you haven't followed us on Kick already, man, just go ahead and go over there, man.
WTM Podcast.
Yes, sir, Ski. Over there and give us a nice little follow. We're trying to grow over there too, man. That place is everywhere people can eat. Oh my gosh, is that really my thumbnail? Oh, dude. That's disgusting. What? I have to get that down. I'm going to show you. Oh, it's so bad. I went to my page and all right, let's see if this actually cuts to it now.
Hello. Welcome in, Queen.
I went to my Okay, let's see. So I went to my Oh my, this is bad.
You're keeping me in suspense.
I know, right?
What are you talking about?
I'm pulling it up now. Give me one sec. I go to my, hopefully it stays up for quick long enough, but I go to my thing and look at this thumbnail. Oh my gosh, it's so terrible. I like reaching in my mouth. Ugh. Oh, let's see if it cut my stream on.
I see.
Yeah, well, for some reason my stream's not cutting on, so that's cool. All right. Well,
way to go, Restream.
Nah, it was my fault. I mean, I should have switched the stream key out, but it won't let me activate it now, which sucks. But it is what
I
it is.
mean,
We just got to move forward, man. As long,
press stop and start on the live stream. Not like it's
nah, nah, it's gonna kick it out and kick it back up to all of them. So it's like going back to one page would have been all right, but 6 pages is crazy. So we're just gonna have to rock it out, man. No
all
kick
right, whatever.
on my side. Everybody just come everywhere else. All right, so bro, game of the
Game of
week.
the week.
Talk about
Game of the
metalcore,
week is
man.
metalcore. You know, they have this. Their play times are always such a problem for me.
Yeah,
They're always like at obscure times, and I'm like not streaming or doing anything like that. But I actually wanted to feature metalcore as my new game of the week for my Sunday stream. But the Alpha 3 Last Call playtest ends at 3 p.m. EST on Sunday, so that's noon.
yeah,
So I streamed it yesterday, and there's good things about it, and there's things about it. Um, that the prologue playing through that once felt good. That's probably like the cleanest part of the gameplay. I was in the game 15 minutes after the playtest went live,
mhm,
and I the servers had already crashed.
yeah. So I mean,
Which was like,
was it like a everybody crashing type of thing, or is it like
yeah,
people dropping in and out?
everybody was crashed.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's not a
Mm,
very good first impression.
yeah, maybe it's their first
Um,
stress test.
well, it's literally their third alpha or playtest, right? So, I mean,
Mm,
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know. Um, so that was kind of not a great way to start my stream, being like, check out this riveting content. We're in like basically a waiting area and walking around, and
yeah,
but other than that, like, I mean, during that time, I got to experience all the different classes that you could potentially be.
hmm,
The classes are like, if you go to their Genesis collection, you can pick up all sorts of different playable people.
man.
And
Metalcore was one of the games at 3XP. Um,
yeah,
did you get a chance to play it there? I didn't get a chance to play Metalcore at 3XP. How did you feel
I
from like
did.
3XP from now? Did it feel like worse, better, maybe the
It
same?
was the same. It was the same because at 3XP they were showcasing their prologue, and um, that's what you play to start off the alpha experience.
Yeah,
You play through the prologue, so there was no difference there. And what they weren't showing off was like live PvP gameplay, things like that. And when I did a play test for Metalcore a long time ago, it feels like now, like
hmm,
way back right when it first became playable, um, it was a bit rough. Like the graphics seemed like they could have been better. The gameplay was a bit janky. The gun movement and stuff like that was a bit janky. Um, and the gun movement and stuff between the prologue and the PvP playing online is actually doesn't feel the same.
yeah. I feel like that's a common thing though in FPSs and stuff. Um,
I
sorry you
just
cut out a bit.
I was slightly disappointed because
Yeah.
I thought that the PvP experience was going to feel as polished as the prologue, and it really
Mhm.
doesn't. Um, it still kind of felt like back when I played it before, uh,
Gotcha.
which was like, okay. And it was crashing and buggy, and objectives were uh, like glitching out and getting hung and things like that. So I guess I just because of the prologue, I thought they were gonna be farther along in their PvP experience than they were.
Yeah,
And I love the game is cool. I grew up playing Mech Warrior,
yeah.
and
Titanfall for me, so
yeah, I
I'm
mean,
keen to the thought of the like actual mech suit kind of fighting situation.
yeah, it's fun. Like that kind
Yeah,
of gameplay is fun. But I mean, for the most part, in metalcore, especially to start out, you're just a basic soldier with basic equipment and guns and stuff. So I don't know. The jury's still out for me, honestly, on this game. I
hmm
think that they are making good progress. And I really want the game to succeed because welcome in Turtle Bay. Because um, we need a game like this in Web3, in my opinion. And
yeah,
it's cool that they have a lot of cool Web3 integrations that are going to be in this game. Uh, there's going to be essentially play to earn mechanics because you're crafting these tanks, these mechs and stuff, and those will be able to be NFTs. That's what I remember someone from the team saying when we were at 3XP. I was talking to him.
hmm
So still like very overall excited about the project. This playtest, um, well, let's just put it like I'm more excited for the next playtest.
yeah.
And
You feel like they have potential and just didn't really nail it on the head all the way with this.
yeah, that's pretty much how I feel. And I mean, there's some cool things, right? Like you can play the game through the Epic Games launcher now. So that's kind of going to be a little bit of a topic that we delve into a bit today, right? King
Yeah,
Apollo, like all of these Web3 games getting released on Steam or on Epic Games.
yeah. The traditional marketplaces.
It's good, but the way that people are portraying some kind of release on these launchers isn't really very it's a bit disingenuous because they're like, oh, we're just gonna have so many new daily active users, so many
Mm,
players are gonna be able to play the game now because it's on Steam or it's on Epic, but
mm-mm. It's not the
not
case.
really the case.
It's not really the case, and I guess we could just kind of like swing into that. My thoughts on Metalcore real quick though. I haven't got to play the game, but I did get to see it. It looks really cool. It looks like Titanfall. Graphics seem really great. Didn't really get a chance to check Cluster's gameplay last night, so I don't know about all of the other stuff. But when I do get a chance, I'll give a more honest opinion on it. But I feel like they have a lot of potential in the space. It was a few mech games that were before this, and they kind of like fell the wayside. I haven't heard about them in a very long time. So yeah, it has a lot of potential. But back to like what we were getting into, the whole like notion of hey, it's on the Epic Store, it's on the Steam Store, and like we're gonna 10x, and this thing is gonna go to the moon now, and we're gonna have so many more daily users is not a fact. We've seen with our own eyes. I mean, honestly, Blankos had more daily users before it went to the Epic Store than when it went to the Epic Store, and also pre-release than it did actual upon release.
Yeah.
Um, it's been a few games that's gone to the Epic Game Store that are Web3 that did not surge in player base. Uh, you have a few games that's been on the Steam store for a long time that have not surged in player base. I mean, Grit was a free to play, right? Grit's a free to play shooter, which is a Western shooter on top of that, which is something that isn't really out there. It's no Western battle royale shooters out there right now. A closest thing you're getting to that is Red Dead Redemption, right? So it's not like it's a saturated market as if they're pitting it in somewhere where it's like, okay, yes, battle royale market, but it's no space for that. It's no niche for that. And that
Yeah.
didn't take off, right? And that's backed by one of the biggest conglomerates in the space at the current moment, right? Um, who's bigger than Gala?
Nobody.
I don't think anybody is.
Not
So
on Web3.
yeah, so it's like if they go to the Epic Games Store And I think they're on Steam as well with Grit, right? I think they're on
I'm
both.
not sure if they're on
But
Steam.
I could check
But
Steam really quick, but yeah, it's just not
another example is Superior, right? Like Superior's
exactly.
on Steam. What's their daily active users? Not a lot,
Well,
unfortunately. It's a cool game, especially if you like roguelike type games. Uh, but the player base is not increased really with Steam.
yeah, and
That's for sure.
I'm gonna say it like this, bro. The Grid is on Steam, but it's coming soon to Steam. It says. So
Mm.
with that being said, I'm just saying like when it comes to that stuff, it's like yeah, it's cool. It's another avenue. It's not necessarily guaranteed to bring new users. I mean, I put it like this. Honestly, bro, marketing sucks in Web3, bro, and it just is what it is, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it's a few companies that do really well with this. Midnight Society is freaking amazing with promotions and the way that they market things. They have multiple, like, if you think about it, literally, Midnight Society has came in here with the shortest amount of time and done the most events. Literally. Like literally, they've dropped like 4. They're on their 4th one. The next one's in Vegas.
Yeah.
Cairo just posted it
Yeah.
yesterday. So it's like
Yeah, I saw
they've
that.
dropped like 4 events. This is why they have the most consistent player base. And the crazy thing is, they have the most consistent player base, and this people can't even get in.
And also, I mean, like I would say, okay, Dead Drop goes through phases.
Yeah.
With every snapshot, they have like a huge uptick in daily active users for like the first week or two,
Mm-hmm.
and then it goes back down to like, lobbies of like 4 to.
Yeah.
I mean, during Snapshot 5, there was periods where it was like, okay,
You
I
by yourself.
literally queued in by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the only one here. How does this work?
For sure. Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I
I feel like
mean,
if it was open, they would literally have so many more people playing the game. It's so many people that like just ask me to get in. Like, yo, how do we get in? How do we get in? I'm like, it's you just gotta wait. I don't even know how to get back in. Like when they are gonna release it, unless you go buy a variant, right? Which is the sucky part because that's your only other option. It's like,
almost like they intended it that way.
I mean, it could be to each his own. Like, I don't know. This is business, man. We gotta realize that these companies have to make profits somehow, some way. So I mean,
Yeah.
whatever tactics they use is their tactics. If they're moral or not, right? If their tactics have integrity and like over time, right? We can be like, all right, well, that's normal
But
business
you are right.
practices. Yeah.
Midnight Society is kind of killing it. Like on the marketing front, they showed up like a year ago.
Yeah.
Like
Top.
It's
They're
been
top.
a year.
They're top. They're at the top for real. Like,
So
and over the Giants that I didn't feel like would get like pushed out like that. Like I thought Townstar, honestly, even though I wasn't a real big fan of it, I thought Townstar would have a little more longevity.
fuck, man, Townstar.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know.
Okay. Hit a soft spot there. We're gonna move on.
Well, no, I mean
but
it's
yeah.
just like what kind of game is that? And like,
But it's the only
It's
reason I say
so-
that the model was already a model that people were used to on mobile with those type of games. And that's why I said it. It was the most built out. They had the best like kind of clout backing, right? You got Snoop Dogg, Atari, Stevie Aoki, all of these huge people that was involved with Gala. You know what I mean? Because it was like the same people that were involved with Gala seemed like the same people that were involved with Sandbox, right? It's like they were kind of on both of those things. You could kind of tell, right? So I kind of lost it there, but more or less, like a lot of those games just dropped off. Like that one, I feel like I had the most I can never say that word. Familiarity. Yeah. It's the L that gets me. I don't know.
Metalcore. Back to Metalcore. Metalcore
Yeah.
is a cool game. I think there's a lot of gamers who like that type of gameplay.
For sure.
It sort of scratches that sci-fi, mech battling, itch for sure. And I really do think that they have something going on with them. And like the way that they're sort of rolling out the game is actually not too far off of how Dead Drop is, how Midnight Society is, right? Like
Yeah.
they're essentially coming out in these little set snapshots. The thing that I think Dead Drop is doing that I would love metalcore to do would be to actually just like release a snapshot that's playable whenever the hell you feel like it,
Yeah,
instead
and
of
leave it
have
up.
to be these little play tests are killing me. But I mean, servers are expensive. Uh, they're expensive to maintain. They're expensive to literally leave running. Costs thousands of dollars a year just to have a server, like a real server, running. Um, so I mean, I get it, but it it's making for me the play experience for metalcore, the growth experience for metalcore is a bit stilted.
Yeah,
So I really want to have, I want to see when just persistent I can go and play metalcore, please.
yeah,
I want to see it.
and yeah, I literally was having this like debate with people the same thing, and it's like the same issue you're having kind of with metalcore is like a constant like struggle in general on in this field, um and like it's barely any games where you could play through. Like me and you, we've been grinding Stella lately, right? It's like one of the only games where you could literally like just grind out, bro, and just like kind of like chill and just relax. And like,
Yeah,
and it's a passive game too. That's what I love about it. I can literally work all day and like be grinding Stella in the background.
I love it. I
Yeah,
mean, it's a different experience. They were smart in the sense where because it's a single player experience, what do they need to do on their end for maintenance other than release patches?
exactly.
And they like they must have some sort of server in the background around doing things. But for the most part, all the stuff is happening on your system.
Hmm.
Um, and they're releasing on mobile soon. They're releasing PvP, all these sort of things. But they created like a full-fledged experience that you can play every day and enjoy and progress and things like that. I mean, like
Yeah.
any game like this, I saw in Metalcore yesterday, Battle Pass coming.
Mm,
That's great.
that's lovely. I
Um,
love battle passes. I think I just got so used to them at this point. It's like it's got to be there.
and they technically have a PvE experience in Metalcore.
Mm.
There's PvE and PvP.
So
Um,
does this have an actual storyline? Like, will there
it
actually be
kind of does.
a?
Like the prologue.
I
The
watched some of it.
prologue.
Sorry.
Oh, it starts with like a big spiel of text. I
Mm-hmm.
tried to read it to my chat yesterday, but I wasn't fast enough. I'm
Like
not a
some
fast
Star
enough
Wars.
reader.
It was like
Yeah, it
some
was
Star Wars
basically like
stuff.
I
Okay.
was like, I can't read that. But
Man, I
there's something
watched this.
there.
I have a video, and I'll drop it in chat. It's like the first 5 minutes of metalcore or something like that. And you guys can watch that and check it out if you want to. But I kind of watched that just to kind of see. And I was just watching. I was like, "This is how it seems like Titanfall to me." Like, I'm down. Like, and that's not a bad thing that I say that. It's just that I haven't found another game that I enjoyed that was like Titanfall since it came out. So let me find that video for you guys and I'll drop it in the chat. But you guys can check it out
Do it.
yourself. Looks really great. Like, I'm not gonna lie, looks like a really great game. Um
The prologue
although
feel like I said, the prologue felt pretty polished. Like when I
yeah.
played it at 3XP, when I played it last night, felt good.
Ooh, cool. Um
Thanks for dropping that in the chat. Yeah, definitely watch that. I mean, that'll give you the whole experience of what the prologue is essentially.
yes, sir. Or
When
ma'am.
you're in the game, this brigadier guy is kind of like your orientation dude. Like they've released this brigadier guy to essentially onboard people, give them an idea about how the game works. What are the important things you need to know? How do you like assemble um, items and create mechs and things like that? Like, so that's also a good thing about the play experience so far is when I first like the first play test that I did, you had no idea what the heck you were doing. You're just like walking around being like, okay, how do I make a mech? Like, but no, like now it's pretty. You get like
Sure.
a good idea about what's going on.
Yeah, which is
So
always good. I feel like there should be those walkthrough steps for the people who need them, and then the people who don't, they could just skip through them. Always have a skip button. Always have a skip button. Big time.
You can skip the prologue in metalcore.
Always have a skip button. Big time.
Yeah, big time.
Please.
Big
I love the
time.
game. Just not love doing tutorials 80 times. Okay? Skip buttons.
Yeah. That was another weird thing. Metalcore, though, like, I was playing, the game crashed, I rebooted the game, and I had to do the prologue over again. I was like, oh my god, if I have to actually play this again.
PTSD kicked in.
Yeah. But there was a skip button, so I was like at least happy about that. But
yeah.
A little bit rough around the edges still. Just like one example of being like, okay, metalcore.
Okay.
What's going on here?
And this is playtest what? 2 or 3?
Playtest 3, Alpha 3, right?
Okay. So, and where are we at for Dead Drop? We're at 4 or 5?
6.
Snapshot 6? Okay. Okay. We'll see. Dead Drop at 4. Dead Drop at 4 is pretty decent. I'm not going to lie. No.
Well, Snapshot 5 was...
5 was pretty decent. 4 was a little... Yeah, 4 was a little...
I don't think 4 was like... had a persistent playable experience yet. It was like this thing that you could download, and it was like not necessarily an obstacle course, but kind of like an obstacle course. You just go around and shoot a couple NPCs and but I mean, once again, Dead Drop started a year ago and is there, and Metalcore has been out longer. They've been working on the game longer. So comparison is tricky.
Yeah.
But okay, so this alpha test, they did something kind of cool. They actually created like an event, a tournament of sorts. When you play through it, you can there's this objective where you get kill count. You can go and destroy and do loot and also PvP stuff. And by doing that, you get entered into a little tournament thing. It's kind of worth doing. They have rules, which are interesting. I wonder if I was getting stream sniped last night. Who knows? But it's a pretty simple register process. I don't even know what the prizes are. I don't think they say. Gain exclusive access and bonus points for an exhilarating and innovative program coming to metalcore. Wow! First, second, and third get clout essentially.
They get a what?
But they just get clout essentially.
So basically, you get recognition.
Yeah, and you can participate in something that's coming up.
Woo!
Yeah, I mean that's not necessarily the best prize I've seen, but
yeah, I mean, Stella's giving out like $300 for just the day. Is it like $300? Yeah, for like first place in the Invader. Yeah, it's like more than that. So come on, metalcore, step it up a bit, babe. I mean, I guess you're in snapshot still. Stella's kind of like built out damn near already, so we'll see. But man, come on, $100? Come on, man. $100 ain't nothing.
Could have done something.
Yeah.
Make a little bit more competitive, but whatever. I mean, here it is. This is the game of the week. Metalcore is getting somewhere. They are on their own track, doing their thing. Their PvP experience is still rough. Their prologue is nice and clean and feels fine. But they're getting there. Moving onwards, I mean, Wag Me is kind of like,
baby.
Yeah, I mean, this is also like a low-key game of the week.
Yeah, facts though. I mean, I would say just project of the week at this point because it's so much they got going on. Like it's not just like the game; it's the coin, it's the game, it's the collaborations, it's the new people they added to make the game better. Like all I hear right now,
Mhm.
I'm telling you, the last few weeks is it's a wag me sama. It's my best Scott impression. Hopefully he doesn't get mad at
This
me for that.
Boston accent.
Hopefully he doesn't get mad at me for that. But that's all I hear, bro. And it's like they've been making some freaking moves, bro. Like shout out Scott Herman and the team over there at Wagme Games. Really, really, really big moves. I mean, they're honestly like, it's like when I watched the video the other day, it was like, this is just the beginning. And I'm like, this is the beginning. You've already announced like 4 huge things. So,
Mhm.
I mean, they had their listing on Gate.io, right? And like, you know a little more about that, right? I'm not too big on the crypto coins, guys. So,
Uh, Gate.io is an exchange.
yeah. I'm
It's
more of the
not like
listing. I was just more of the listing than Gate.io.
groundbreaking.
Yeah.
They got listed on CoinGecko, which is good, just more visibility. Like I don't use Gate.io for anything. I don't have an account for it, whatever.
Mhm.
But I would equivalent Gate.io to what's that one that Blancos uses?
Uphold.
Uphold, yeah,
So
like
you're saying is
same.
doo-doo? That's what I heard, bro. Not gonna lie, I've heard
I
so many
mean,
complaints about Uphold. I feel like it's great for me. I have no problems, but I like other people. I heard so many complaints, so many
it might
complaints.
be a little
So
bit bigger than Uphold, but it's not. It's not Coinbase, right?
yeah,
But it's something. I mean, if I was picking up some Wagme token right now, I probably would still use Uniswap.
hmm did they
But
make it there yet?
yeah, so Wagme Games is mainly obtainable through DeFi.
Okay.
They're just starting to get on some CeFi, right? So Gate.io is a centralized exchange. Um, and it's good. Like you gotta do it. And the more centralized exchanges that you start seeing Wagme on,
hmm
the more you're gonna see the market market cap
Market cap.
market cap market cap grow, right?
You got Scott over. Scott's watching right now. Like, what the hell, Cluster?
I
We've been
mean,
stumbling, man.
every single like in the past like month or so, Wagme is essentially like what 2 or 3x. Like
Yeah,
it's doing great. Every
amazing.
like because they're making waves, man. Not only are they getting listed on exchanges like Gate.io and on like coin aggregate sites like CoinGecko, they're on CoinMarketCap. They got this collab with Room 8 Studio.
Collab. They basically brought them on. Room 8 is now their new graphics guys, which is crazy
Partnership.
because yeah, AAA graphics insane. And honestly, in my opinion, and you could tell me yours, right? I felt like the graphics were great. I felt like the graphics were really good, especially for it being a mobile phone, right? A mobile game.
Mm.
Hey, words, okay?
Where they
Okay, buddy,
are.
where are they at? All right, but yeah, especially it being a mobile game, right? You don't have a very large screen, right? These phones are high definition. We do have like these OLED screens and stuff like that now, and they are really good. But I felt like for it to be such a small pixel, right? It's like 2 pixels, right, on the screen. Those looked great. Now you're talking
They
about
look
bringing
great.
in that guy. Yeah, you're talking about bringing in guys who worked on Halo Infinite, Dead Space, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Battlefield 2042, 2K, and Ubisoft. Like Activision, like these are all the games that focus on realistic graphics. Like you think
Mhm.
of 2K, that's basketball, right? That's basketball and baseball. Those games look like damn near like a real game, like you're watching an actual NBA game or something like that. You think
Right,
about
yeah.
Call of Duty, you think about Battlefield, these are very realistic first person shooters, right? So bringing that type of talent in, I mean, that one, you know me, bro. You know me. Like we'll get into a game or cluster show me something like those graphics are ass. I'm sorry, they're
Mhm.
bad. Like I
So
will.
I'll
Yeah, go ahead.
explain to you what the real problem with Wagme was
Yeah.
as far as graphics goes. When you're talking about all of those games, 2K, The thing that makes that look real is the movement. It's not
For
even
sure.
necessarily the fidelity, right? So Wagme, their sprites and stuff were pretty high fidelity, like they were clean looking, like you were saying. They're little dudes, but they still had they looked clean.
Yeah.
But one of the weakest points to Wagme up to this point, in my opinion, was the animation. It was what those characters were doing. Like, say for example, the human emperor in the game, like his attack was essentially just like,
Yeah.
like that kind of stuff. That's, I think, where we're gonna see a lot of cool improvement with bringing on this new team. Like, the movements are gonna feel fluid. They're gonna look sick. And yeah, they'll be cleaner even, and there'll be more detail and things like that. But that's where I think Roommate is really gonna make this shine. It's gonna be really entertaining to watch these sprites engage in combat with each other.
Yeah.
Whereas right now it's kind of like you get that they're fighting. Like that movement looks like super
this is
clean,
a new movement.
right?
Yeah, this is a new movement with Roommate. This is
that's
literally the
just
same thing
him
you were just talking about, right?
spawning.
This is the Emerald, right?
And look, like you can see the weapon there looks heavy when he's swinging it. The way his body is like flailing around and like sort of like that kind of stuff is super important when it comes to AAA level graphics and stuff like that. And a lot of Web3 games like screw this up. When you look at Fortnite, what makes Fortnite so AAA? When they're jumping around and all that stuff, they look fluid.
Great. Yeah, it looks great.
But
it
then
looks great.
See like, what was one of the games recently that I was playing as a Web3 game, and they're like trying to compare themselves to Fortnite, and I'm like, they're just jumping around like a little board, like a little pogo stick, like no movement.
Oh, I know what game you're talking about. I can't think of it right now neither.
And I was like, yeah, it's totally the same.
It's definitely not, brother.
Yeah. But this looks so fucking good now. Like,
here's another
all
one
of
right
the
here.
movements, that's just like the spawning, shooting.
Yeah. Like I said, man, like just great. I'm excited for Roommate. I mean, honestly, and like me and you, we both know Scott. Like we've talked to Scott on multiple occasions about Wagging Me, about just like anything, right? Everything. We talk back and forth on Twitter. And Scott, it does not strike me as the guy to like not want to strive to always make the game better. He's literally hands-on as fudge as a co-founder. Like not as a co-founder, but as a co-owner, I guess would be, or investor,
co-founder,
whatever. Yeah. So it's like you're all the way at the top, but you're still hands-on with the guys down there. You're making videos. He's making videos every week. Like this is his YouTube page. If you guys want to keep up with Wag Me, Scott posts all the freaking time. So on Scott Herman crypto page, if you see right here, he's literally posts every time something Wag Me happens. You can literally find it here. Post here all the freaking time. I'll drop it in the chat for y'all. There you go.
And make sure you follow the actual Wag Me YouTube
page.
channel too,
I'll drop that one too.
Little Alpha, like he's gonna be starting to drop more content on that website or on that YouTube channel as well. So
and there you go. That's that
worth
one.
Keeping an eye on.
Yeah, Sersky, and yeah, man, I can't wait. I want to see the new movement in game. I also have to give me a comic. It's a lot of things, man. I want to do.
Yeah, I've got a comic.
Yeah, I know, and I'm like, I'm gonna shut up right now about comics. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one for sure. I gotta get one for sure. I mean, it's like destiny. I gotta get one. It's just been very hard, very hard. Summertimes is a little rough.
Not financial advice, but I think that Wag Me is, and I, don't use this word lightly. Actually, King Apollo hates it when I say the B word. But there's no Web3 game that I'm more bullish on. I had to say it.
I'm at work.
Bullish.
I'm so bullish about this stock. I'm like, God damn it. Web3 work, Web3 work, Web3 work. It never goes away. Literally. Oh, I love it.
But
Yeah, I am too, bro. I'm that B word that you
so
said.
much stuff coming out this like summer into fall, and this year, their open beta is coming out like in days.
Yeah, and I think it's smart timing too. You think about it, right? Why would you really want to release in summertime when everybody's gonna be freaking gone, right? They're all gonna be on summer vacation. They're all gonna be moving around. Everybody wants to be outside. It's nice and high. Want to be in the pool. The time usage on the phones goes down to like nighttime. Then you got the fall that comes in. Guys like you guys up in Canada, where it's freaking snow everywhere from like the beginning of fall all the way to like from the beginning of fall all the way to like April, May. You guys are snowed out, right? You're in the house on the phones or on the computers or on the, you know what I mean, the TVs. And this is when the actual playtime and view time on these electronics actually goes up. A really smart move. It gives that what do you say? It gives that room.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Ugh, Tommy
What?
J.
What? Because you said bullish?
I don't know. Maybe Tommy J in the chat just releasing some catharsis. You're right. He's from Canada. That's why.
Yeah,
He's on the East Coast. They just had like the biggest dump of snow in like years last winter.
Oh, just thinking about being snowed in. Yeah, Don B. I love Don B. Don B is like, I'm not gonna lie, it's like, I don't know, bro. You and Stash are like tied for my second favorite mustache in gaming. Doc's always gonna be number one. I'm not gonna lie. Doc has the sexiest Ethiopian caterpillar on the net, right? Sexiest one. But you and Stash are like right there, bro. Like I don't know who's number two, man. I don't know who's number two, but Doc's definitely number one for sure. But yeah, man. I feel like it's a smart move, man. They should be able to lock in a lot of like players who are like start grinding the game. It's a decent amount of people already playing it. I tell you this, like out of majority of the games that I do get on and like are sitting waiting for a match, Wagme's not one that I sit and wait for too long for. I've sat and waited longer on computer games, PC games than I have on that one for sure. So definitely want to see like where's the surge gonna happen? Like, is there gonna be a huge surge in player base? And will I be able to kick some more ass? You know what I'm saying? Because I got to get back on it. I actually been slacking on my Wagme. I was thinking about that the other day. I was scrolling through my phone, and I was like, "Oh, Wagme!" And it actually, I think it needs an update. But
yeah, there's new stuff coming out. There's new stuff. I'm scared to say stuff because I'm like, what things am I allowed to say and what things am I not allowed to say again?
But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's everything with Wagme though. Yeah. So yeah, a bunch of new listings. Getting on these DeFis, they're getting on these centralized. Partnering with very, very, very big influential people and great work ethic, right? As far as graphic wise, with the Roommate Studio partnership.
Yeah.
So really big moves in the space for them, man. Shout out Scott and the team. Keep it going. Keep up the good work. Can't wait to see those graphics in game. Yeah. It's gonna look sexy on my new Galaxy Fold.
Oh, you getting a Fold, eh?
Mm-hmm. Nice. I'm gonna get a Fold. I want to play mobile games more. It's another reason why I don't really play. Like, even though I have the big one. Look at my hand, bro. Yeah. Like literally, look at my hand. My hand is huge.
Big phones.
No, my hands are huge, bro. No, this phone is huge. My hands are just huge. Like, look at my hand compared to my face. Like, so it's like I need a big phone. So that Galaxy Fold, how it flips out and stuff, it'll be way better for me to play mobile games on. And come on, bro, I got to be able to grind Stella, baby. I want to see that on some sexiness. So I do give it that. Samsung does have just as good screens and cameras and stuff as iPhone. I just liked the iPhone features better than Samsung features. Just like the video calling features and all that stuff. It's just always been a little bit better. But I'll keep my iPhone and I'll still get my Galaxy because I already paid this phone off. This phone is mine. I paid $1,300 for this phone. I'm never giving it away to anybody. I don't care. It's mine.
I have an iPhone. I use it. once a month. Um,
I told you guys, like, he does not use that shit. I use his iPhone more than he did in California, literally.
I
Like,
think
no
I'm gonna bring
lie.
it to Denver
All right, yeah, no, for sure. You definitely need to bring it to Denver.
for
But
you to
yeah,
use.
yeah. So I don't know how to use this thing, but yeah, I definitely feel like and you know what too? I want to have both for the simple fact that when we do start like vetting these mobile games, we kind of have like a feel of both
It's true.
and on both of ours, right? So just, you could play it on iPhone and Android, Samsung, right, or Android OS, right, and same here, right, and then we'll be able to have really good feedback as far as these mobile games. Because to be honest, I want to start diving into these mobile games. Like, I really love PC. I'm at my PC all the time. But I feel like mobile games have a better chance in Web3 to make it than actual PC games. And I
Yeah, I would
say
agree
that
with
just
you
because
there.
it's more accessible worldwide than it is in
Way
and
huger
you're
market.
dude, I look at my YouTube analytics for like my out of country users. Yo, bro, it's a 1% that are on PC. 99% of my Philippines fans, my Indonesian fans, my Indian fans, all of them, they're all on cell phones. Like literally. So with that being said, right, not saying that every country's on board with the crypto stuff and every country's on board with this, but mobile gaming in the actual space has a great opportunity to kind of like take off. You got a few games, right, that are out there that have really big IPs. You got
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too keen on what they're doing as far as like moving forward wise, but you got NFL Rivals with Mythical, they got NFL Rivals, which is a great IP. I'm just not really keen on the direction they're going with stuff. I really hope they turn it around. Mythical was one of the first people to really give me and Cluster a chance with anything. And there's a soft spot in my heart for them, but just feel like not really good decision making and moving forward. So you got those
Imagine
guys.
Blankos on mobile.
I mean, that probably would have been a smarter decision, but it would have been a hard port. I feel like it was a lot of moving pieces on Blankos. I mean, well, I guess if you could pick Fortnite on a mobile, then you could make it happen. But they also just lost like the best person they had on their entire team, so I don't see an upwards trend anytime soon. So yeah, you got a bunch of big games with IPs like that, and you got they have actually two of like really big things that they have. We ain't gonna get too deep on them. I'm trying to think of another mobile game. Who else is huge? Has he like a huge IP? Um, damn. It's in my head. I mean, WAGMI's really big too. You think about WAGMI, but they're their own thing, which is cool too, right?
I
They have
love
their
that.
own lore. They built their own thing, and they have way more backing them than just like an actual game. It's like, no, here's our game. Here's the lore. And if you like that lore so much in the game, here's the comic book. And if you like that, right, go get you an NFT too. So it literally has like all of these entry points from so many different ways. And if you're a crypto head, hey, go get our stuff off the market too, right?
Go
So
grab the token.
yeah,
Yeah.
you just
And I mean, like, the one thing I'll say, like, just to finish off the WAGMI thing, man, like, there's a lot of people who are making games in Web3 who are basically shooting from the hip. They're just like new studios who essentially like have new talent, people who don't have like a huge amount of experience building games. Stock rocket, let's go. Um, WAGMI, they're doing it completely different. They're like, well, they're doing it smart. They're like, let's find all the people who actually know what they're freaking doing in gaming, and that's how we're gonna build an amazing game, an amazing IP.
Yep. And they're building
it's
culture.
showing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm just.
I don't know. Go ahead and say it.
I'm a WAGMI maxi.
Yeah, I love WAGMI. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a WAGMI head.
Than saying bullish.
We'll get in there. I'm a WAGMI head. It's the only, literally, is the only Web3 game that did not get deleted from my iPhone. I swear, it's right there. And I can swipe through. You won't find another Web3 game on my phone, bro. All of the other ones that I had, they're all gone. So just to show you, I don't be out here
on
fronting.
my phone.
I can't download Vice City on iPhone, so I did. But I did have like I had like 2 or 3 other mobile games on my phone. that I had. I mean, I had Rivals and I had Nitro Nations and I had. It was like I actually like two more. I can't think of those right now. I had a few more because I had a few test flights that I was like doing. But yeah, it's
But
the only one to
yeah,
survive. It's the only one to survive. So let's go, man. Keep it going. Hopefully, we'll be able to do some more cool. We'll be able to do some more cool stuff with them to get you guys involved. I know last time we did a lot of stuff. It was like on the road, like when we were out in LA. But this time we should be able to do more hybrid things as far as like streams while we're out at Denver. Because What the Metaverse Podcast will be going to Rare Evo. Yay! We didn't announce that yet, actually. So
I
yes,
guess
sir.
there you go.
Yeah.
Now
we
you
will
guys
be
know
going.
we're going to
Yeah.
Rare Evo.
Yeah.
Super stoked to be there. Honestly, I don't even think I've ever been to Denver.
Me neither. I haven't. It's one of my places that I wanted to go. This isn't the optimal time that I wanted to go. It is an event that's a very prestigious event that I would like to go to that happens once a year there. But this one's just as amazing, and I could still have fun while I'm there. And I get to hang out with a bunch of homies. Passan's
It would
coming.
be sick
IC be
to
there.
like do some wagmy stuff there, man. I think it would
Yeah.
fit in so well because
Oh,
Rare
yeah,
Evo
awesome.
is like a blend of DeFi and just like Web3 projects in general, NFT projects, and
Facts.
Web3 gaming. And
Facts.
that's we were just talking about it. Wagmy's got all of that going for it.
Mhm.
All of that in one package. So
Yes, Sirski. All right.
but Byte City.
moving on.
We were thinking about Byte City. I looked at it on my phone. I'm like, oh yeah, Byte City. We're gonna talk about that a bit more today. Oh my god, we've talked about Byte City for so long.
But it's been so much going on, bro. It's been so much going on. So it's actually like had to kind of get chopped up into sections, right?
They had their Genesis Mint, but
yeah,
they dropped their amazing, super awesome collab with Bruce Lee over the span of like the last week or so. They've been minting on so many different blockchains. Final one, Ethereum, is here. It's public right now. You can mint. I paid like $5 in gas yesterday.
Yep.
Pick up
5 of them. I picked up 5. Yeah. How much did you say yours is only 5?
Well, comparing like whitelist, the second whitelist, not the first whitelist. And
Gotcha.
I paid $10 in gas, and then I bought the other 4 for 5. So I paid $15 in gas overall, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's a Genesis Mint that they just dropped, but you can't access your Bruce Lee's through there. You have to actually, what's in their inventories? So yeah, I got a few. Yeah. Why are these red though? I don't know. Maybe because they're NFTs. So I got 5. I ended up getting 2 commons, 2 uncommons, and this says that it's said that like when I looked up Magic Eden, it said that was rare. Which wouldn't make sense to me because blue is usually rare. Yeah. So I'm thinking it's epic and it's just like thrown off right now or something.
I haven't looked at mine in game yet, so I'll take a look.
Let me unfavorite that one and favorite this one. But yeah, so they dropped this collab. Really cool. I'm a huge Bruce Lee fan. And what was even cooler was during the AMA, I got to talk to his daughter, and she got to shout out my mother-in-law, which is super dope because my mother-in-law is like a lifetime Bruce Lee fan. And somebody like I literally sat down. Yeah, I like me and my mother-in-law could sit down and watch Kung Fu flicks from like the 70s for like hours. Like that's one thing. Like me and her can literally just sit down and just like really hang out and just vibe out and do. But yeah, man, really cool that they dropped this. They have a really cool tribute. I actually haven't done a tribute yet. I'm probably gonna do a little video and do the tribute, which is gonna be cool. But yeah, really excited. And also, I like the fact the thing that I really liked about this cluster was the fact that they dropped 3 different. So far, it's been 3 different drops, right? And every one was on a different blockchain. And everyone was a different color. So if you look right here, this is, I want to say Polygon one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so you got the Polygon one, which is blue. which is crazy because now I'm gonna have to go get all of these, right? You got the Polygon one, which is blue. You have the one I have on, which is Ethereum, which is yellow, right? And then there's another one. I don't. Which color was it? Let's go see if we can find another Bruce.
The Sui one is blue.
The Sui one is blue. The purple one was what's the name? Wasn't it? Was it purple?
Purple's Polygon.
It was Polygon. But yeah. Sorry.
I'm getting confused, man. There's so many. Oh, BNB. They launched it on BNB. I didn't even know.
Yeah, BNB was the first one actually.
BNB is yellow.
BNB is yellow too, like mine, or is it a different?
It looks a little bit different, I think.
I actually still have some BNB, so I want to see if I can grab me one. Yeah, how much?
I think it minted out. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, I thought you were looking at the market. My bad. Yeah, BNB was one of the first ones they did. I think they did BNB, Sui, Polygon, and then Ethereum. Or
they also did Solana.
Yeah, Solana. Yeah, but
what's the Solana one looks like? I gotta find it. Oh, Solana's also purple. So Solana and Polygon hates purple. Me.
Every time Solana comes on, I just laugh a bit, bro. Nothing against Solana, bro. I just never really hear stuff about it.
Solana is a great blockchain when it works.
Yeah, like at one point it was like $200, and then I looked, it was like 25, and I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like to talk about my bags that often, but I bought a lot of Solana at the top. Not gonna lie. Yeah.
But yeah, man. So as far as copper drop, I mean, this is kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is a super cop. Like, it's free, bro.
It's a free mint.
It's free, bro. All you gotta do is pay gas. And if you had to mint on Ethereum, did you have to pay over $4? Other than that,
I mean, dude, during the like early, right when the whitelist happened.
Oh my god! Oh yeah, that was crazy.
I was like, $100? No.
Yeah,
I'm not paying $100 in gas.
You'd have paid $100 for number one. But you would have probably got number one. I mean, it might have been worth it. It could have been worth it.
I got number 70.
Yeah, I got 50.
I almost got 69.
Oh, that's crazy.
I almost got 69.
Oh, I just realized what you said. Yeah, facts. Hold on, let me see what numbers I got. I got 1226, 1228, 1227, 1225, and 1229. So those are the ones I got. Which I'm cool in. But yeah, that's like a super cop, bro. Like, I mean, to be honest, bro, like, it's free. It's free. If you did it on Sui, it was like no gas. Sui doesn't.
Free.
Polygon does not charge gas. You're talking cents. You're literally paying cents for this, right? You're just paying to get it transferred to yourself. It's like paying basic, very, very low shipping, right? So you got that. Sui's low. BNB's low. Polygon's low, right? You go to Ethereum. Okay, you know Ethereum. Like, hey, come here. Let me tap that pocket real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that. Yeah, we all know. Big brother Ethereum always wants some money. Understood. All right. But other than that, it was totally free, bro. And Byte City is a fun game. You know what I mean? Not saying like this is your answer to the RPG that you fell in love with 10 years ago and you need a replacement. No. But if you need a fun game to play, you just want to go and have some fun, play some real cool party games with the homies, this is the best game to do it. And if you could get a free 50th anniversary Bruce Lee to wear in game, come on, bro. And tell me where you get another Bruce Lee, where you're playing with Bruce Lee in any other game. I'll wait. Because there's really none. It's slim to none games that you're going to play with Bruce Lee. It might be Bruce Lee inspired characters. You know what I mean? It might be something like that, but it's never going to be Bruce Lee. They're going to be inspired, or they're going to look like it, or they're going to wear his outfit. You see it all the time. Look at Kill Bill. She's literally wearing the Bruce Lee fit, the entire thing. It's literally an ode to Bruce Lee. So glad you guys chatted about that. I mentioned one. Hopefully we could play together sometime. Let's go. For sure, bro. You already know. Oh, yeah. Also, too, throw that out there. I meant to mention that earlier as well. SCG went to the Steam store as well. We're talking about games going to the stores. SCG is going to the Steam store. Let me get the exact date on that. Could you help me out with the exact date on that, Tosh? But yes, SCG will be going to the Steam store. Really big thing for them. You know, like we said, necessarily mean they're going to get a certain player base, but it's more visibility. And that's always a good thing. It's always a good thing to have more visibility. It's always a good thing to be able to reach a bigger sample size to see who's going to actually like your game. So,
The Steam marketplace is so saturated, though. Like the amount of games that is on
sports, not for sports though. See, sports isn't. Sports is one of those categories where they can actually kind of like, because sports is such a monopolized, space as far as mainstream games, right? Because when it comes to sports, you got EA, right? You got EA and 2K, and that's it. 2K does basketball, EA does football, and both footballs. Like EA has FIFA and NFL, 2K has NBA, and then there's a few other companies that have manager games, but they can't make full games, like MLB games. They can't make full MLB games because all of the licenses are slapped to EA or 2K, and nobody else is allowed to get them. So, and I don't know if that's why SCG has an NFLPA license instead of an actual NFL license, right? Because it's a slight difference between the NFLPA and NFL license. NFLPA is a players association. So it's anybody who's basically part of that unionized situation. And it's kind of like working with, I'm not for sure, I could be a little off on this, but it's basically like, it's kind of like in the NBA, they got Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's the president of the Player Association. And he kind of like coordinates things with the people who help run the association, right? And they speak for the players as an overall. That's my general gist of what I'm like off my basic knowledge of what it is. So it's a little different from actually dealing with Roger Goodell and the top of the NFL, who's the commissioner and that type of stuff. It's a big difference. And still like the same amount of like hoops and loops you have to jump through. They still have, and that's another thing where it makes it harder for them. I kind of like, and I like, when I'm like criticizing or feedbacking in my eyes, I have to sit back and think like, okay, how hard is it for them to actually make that happen? Because you have people who are on NIL deals and player likeness deals and stuff like that, where they have to have these things approved. Like Saquon Barkley and these bigger players, like they're harder to reach than these guys that are just coming into the NFL, or guys that, you know, you could reach out to and they'll answer their cell phone and you don't have to call 4 agents to, you know what I mean, get across to. So, you know, it's a lot, but I feel like they got a good team. They do great. I feel like pretty sure it's going to be a big marketing run coming up. It would be only right because football season's coming up. So, I mean, it makes sense, right? And then on top of that, Madden's coming out. So, the way to keep a lot of us in the community are like all ex-Madden players are still like hybrid. We play SCG and Madden, right? So you got that coming out in August, which is like coming out like 3 weeks, I think. So, you know what I mean? That's a hard thing to try to counteract. So I would definitely want to see a huge marketing, not a huge, but like a bigger marketing push for that. Because like counteracting that is going to be hard. This is the first Madden where there'll be crossplay. So this is really like it's a real test. Yeah, it's a real testament to see like how they're gonna traverse, like kind of like tread through these waters. But I don't feel like it's impossible. I feel like it's good, honestly. And it could be to the point where Madden could screw this up. So them doing a good marketing push or like planning this out well, right, could work in their favor if Madden doesn't come through, because this is the first time they did it. So it's really, and I'm going to tell you this from EA, like I've been buying EA games my entire life of gaming, and they put out games once a year, which are usually shit. So now you're going to add crossplay to these shit games that you put out once a year. We'll see. So if you guys have a good marketing push, you might be able to just capitalize just off that alone. But yeah, man, big thing. End of summer 2023, coming soon to the Steam store. Make sure you guys be on the lookout for that. Pretty sure they'll have more things. Also, too, I started a league with SCG. It's called the SCG Champions League. Running it with my homie Cheese, a few other great people from the community. If you guys want more info on that, reach out to me. I'll drop.
What does that mean? Like, how does that affect gameplay? Is it just all out of the game? Like you?
So it's private matches. Yeah, so it's like so like we create a league. We have teams and they draft players. We have a list of players. They have owners. They have general managers. They
Right.
schedule their games. Yeah. So it's basically just like there's like an NFL, like an NFL, but our version of it, right? And it's in SDG. So we had that.
Okay.
It's coming up real cool. Putting it together. A lot of guys coming in. We have had a few leagues in the league. In the game. They didn't really run as well as everybody wanted them to. So I'm trying to come in. Hopefully I can do a better job, So we'll see. No, but if you guys want to join that, I'm gonna drop the Discord in the chat in like 2 seconds. But yeah, man. Other than that, on the sports tip, it's really not much going on. Pretty dry category. Honestly, not gonna say we're gonna discontinue this segment from What a Metaverse, but we might just end up kind of moving it to another day and working on it with other people. So we'll get back to y'all on that.
It's weird. It's like I just don't have a whole lot to say about it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not even just that. It's just like it's not a lot going on. So rather it being a segment where we're like kind of like, hey, what's the sports side of things going on in Web3? We could just make it what's sports going on and what else in Web3 is going on with those sports, right? And just kind of like cover general topics. So yeah, I'll have more on that. Just know What in the Metaverse podcast is What in the Metaverse podcast, but What in the Metaverse is a production company, guys. Just know that. This isn't just a podcast. Like WTM is a conglomerate. We will be bringing you guys more stuff as it goes along, but we have to like kind of like fill things out as we go and see how things are, and we don't want to rush into things. So, well,
yeah, I mean, like the podcast is episode 15. We're growing, but What in the Metaverse is? It's about the metaverse. It's a big place. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to do.
Sure.
There's a lot of content that can be created.
1,000. I'm waiting to see what the NBA is going to be doing this year, though. I can't wait. They got a lot of like technology coming in, innovative stuff. I can't say that like that they previewed this last year, like during the All-Star game and stuff. They have this one thing where you could put yourself in game, which is going to be really cool. Like you could make yourself your favorite player in game.
Oh yeah,
you could scan yourself and then basically overlay yourself on your favorite player. So when they go and dunk, it's you. So like, they have really cool stuff like that coming up in the future. I just feel like right now it's kind of like not a lot. So we'll see. But other than that, I think we kind of covered everything we wanted to cover today, man. Metalcore, check it out. If you got the alpha code, check it out for yourself. See how you feel about it.
Do you see Professor Pressure?
Yes,
you just
I always
posted on your post is like, does anybody need access to Metalcore? So I mean, if you wanna check out the game, you just
look. And then here we go. Me, y'all better let them know too.
Yeah,
because I just let them know I did. Because I want to check it out myself and give you guys an honest opinion. I'll give you guys my opinion next week, or I'll even, what? I haven't done a Twitter thread.
You have to play it like today or tomorrow.
For real? Well, I want to go outside today. I want to go touch grass and touch concrete and go ask people interview questions. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play Metalcore today, but maybe tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Sunday? Tomorrow I have. What do I have? I don't know what I have tomorrow, but I probably need to take care of stuff. I'll be on. Speaking of metaverses, I'll be on Around the Metaverse on Monday with Stash, which is really cool.
So awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. He talked about getting me on at 3XP. We finally got it worked out. So that's gonna be really cool. From What Metaverse to Around the Metaverse. And honestly, I don't even know. Like, we didn't even notice like our names were so close. I didn't even know. I thought his thing was called Secret Stash. I didn't even know it was called what's the name until like.
When did he make it? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember when he made it. I didn't even know it was a thing until like somebody asked me. I said, "What in the Metaverse?" And they was like, "Around the Metaverse." I was like, "No." It was like, "You sure it's not Stash's thing?" I was like, "No." What in the Metaverse? Really? And it was like, "Oh, it kind of sounds the same." And I was like, "Huh?" So I don't know when they actually started it, but really close. But we all in the Metaverse, baby. You know what I'm saying? no big deal. Like, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, I don't know how long he's been doing it, but love it. Two different style of shows though, for sure too. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know.
Very true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's it. We did it.
Yeah.
It's an hour and 15 minutes. That's good. Good.
Lovely. We'd like to keep you guys under that 90-minute mark. So gonna probably just go ahead and rate out here.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm gonna rate out too. Rated Drew the Giant. I'm gonna rate Drew the Giant.
Okay. So
I rated him in a little bit.
All right, well, let me know once you got your raids ready. And oh yeah, he's had this for a minute. For about a year. He beat us to it. Love Stash though. That's my guy. I'll send you a code. Hey, bro, if y'all need a code, man, I better see, man. Here, I'll drop my status right here if you want to respond to it. And if you're not following me, hit me with that follow button, baby. We just cracked 1K not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Sirski. You know what I mean? 10K coming next for me and my brother.
Mm-hmm. I hit 2K at 3XP. That was really epic.
Yeah. Yeah, 3XP I felt like it was a good turning point for both of us. It was a good, like, milestone to kind of, like, move forward. Let me know when you're done with your raid.
It's going.
Oh, you're done?
Yeah, ready, set, raid.
All right. Well, see y'all later if you're still here. And much love, man. Well, hold on. Before I do that, on the kick, let's see. Do we have more than 5 on kick? I can't host out if we don't. But if we do, we can host out with somebody.
We have 3.
GG's. Wow. See you guys later next week.